Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your boy, the SeanDavieWay Show. Please hit that like and subscribe on the way in and tap that bell if you would like to be notified of all of our future content. Today, I bring you Surviving TikTok Ali Carter, Tupac Shakur's alleged daughter's story. We got into a lot in part 1 and 2. If you haven't checked those out, I would definitely encourage you do so, because part 3 isn't going to get any less crazier. One of the main things I wanted to get into in part 3 was Ali's affidavit that she put together and has allegedly turned into law enforcement into the court system. Now, how true this affidavit is, only Ali knows. But again, I am not going to just straight up call Ali a liar. When it comes to the things in her life, she has been places and met people. So a lot of her stories could be true. They could be fabricated or made up or just delusions of grandeur. Or she could just simply be telling the truth. I've always stated that. I don't know Ali to state that everything that is coming out of her mouth is not the truth. So I like to keep the jury out. I like to wait around and see what things may not be real and what things may be. Just because you aren't a big figure in the celebrity world does not mean you didn't have a place in their world. So I digress. Let's get into Ali's biological mother. Again, it's from her words and how she feels about her, because in part 1 and 2, we did listen to other people and we also listened to her adopted mother. So let's listen to how Ali feels about her biological mother.
The devil. That woman, I would probably wear white to her funeral. Here, listen, this is my this is my real mother, right? Here. Yep, she a white woman and we're twins. Okay. We look just alike so much that you wouldn't even know she was my mom. You know what? I can see it. There's a whole resemblance when you walk in the room. All right. Now, here's the thing. My surrogate was a piece of evil shit. I really would wear white to her funeral. That is not a woman that you would call a mother. I don't even know what you would call that. But her, with the passion, some people, you gotta forgive. No, wait a minute. That's a whole other conversation for another day. But that woman is so evil. And I mean so evil. Not just for me. I was one of 6 kids of hers. You see, of hers. Of the borrowed fortune, of the paid off fortune, of the you take this child and hold on to this one and I'll pay you for that one. But she used to tell me all the time, I don't get enough money for you, for me. Out of the 6 girls, she got so much money. She got government assistance. She played the government. Said some of them had disabilities that they didn't have. She was on all kind of money. She was stealing Social Security cards. My bio mother is a piece of the devil.
I bring up Ali's biological mother because she states that Tupac Shakur is allegedly her father. I played you some videos in part 1, more so of 2, of the disdain that she had towards Tupac. Like I said, it went from like a love and admiration to like a distaste overnight. And even if people in Tupac's family or his fans may not believe Ali and her story of him being her father when she feels so much hatred towards her mother, I'm intrigued to want to know, why did it change with Tupac? It went from Tupac being more so of like, oh, he was my father, he was a hero, we are just alike, to this.
Caught on TMZ in 2009 after he burnt his fingerprints off and everybody's seen him, right? The LAPD went out and covered that shit up. Look it up on TMZ. Look it up. Go look it up yourself. Go look it up yourself. You think I'm scared of you? Let's go. You gonna prove my point. Touch me. I'm a nana outside. I'm a nana. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. And you know what? There was somebody that was like, well, somebody came back and we don't just write shit on a poster. Putting phrases on a poster is not going to do a damn thing. Well, it's doing something, and it's been doing damn good this whole time. Because what you think you're supposed to just take all the responsibility, everybody's supposed to hand you the money, and nobody is supposed to know about the war that we're in for their own children?
This war will never be stopped unless everybody's presence is known, unless everybody stands.
And so many people want to, well, it's too heavy. This is out. It's too heavy. It's too much. It's too dark. No shit, Sherlock. There's a child going through it right now. No shit. How you think the kid feels?
Side note, Allie is yelling about Tupac allegedly being caught on TMZ with TMZ after he burned off of his fingerprints and whatnot when he is supposed to be deceased. I guess that the LAPD and other people got together and covered up what happened to Tupac. I did look into what Allie was stating about going to find the article or the video of TMZ speaking to this alleged Tupac Shakur, and there is no trace of it. So I don't understand why Allie would tell people to go and look up something that she knows herself. It's not there. She even states in the video that the proof of what she's speaking of is gone, that people came and cleaned it up and got rid of it. And then she also states in the same video that we can go and find it. We can go and look it up. There is no documents of Tupac Shakur still being alive. Harvey from TMZ nor anybody on his team has ever came forward and stated that they've spoke to Tupac, interviewed Tupac, or anything, especially after his passing. So again, it's a lot to side-eye. Allie still to this day says that Tupac Shakur is alive with no proof, no evidence, and she stated that she's seen him herself. Now, I'm not saying that this makes her a liar, but I'm damn sure not saying that it makes her a truth teller. We do not get to just pick and choose the things that we want to believe, or pick and choose when we get to make someone a truth teller. A truth teller tells the truth all the time. That is the whole purpose of being called a truth teller. You don't get to tell the truth about this, but lie about that. I digress. Let's keep going. Allie has came forward and stated that a lot of celebrities are part of a lot of very, very bad things. She has put her finger on a lot of these people, stating that she has even been involved with a lot of these celebrities herself, and certain allegations are ones that happened to her. So it's not her speaking from someone else's story, it's her speaking from her own, allegedly. So let's listen to Allie and her accusations against some of these celebrities, including Birdman, Denzel Washington, and others, and we'll drift into her affidavit.
Yep.
Birdman was at this party?
Yes, he was.
And Young Jock?
Yep.
And you're telling me Denzel was there and it was after 1 o'clock when he supposedly left?
And beanie, socks, and a gold chain.
So you're telling me Denzel Washington had a beanie on, socks on, and a gold chain, and that's it? In front of children? Funny. Because he sure portrays himself to be holier than thou.
Yeah, so a lot of them do.
One of those men have a birthmark.
Left thigh.
Did you have sexual interactions with Denzel? And I know we don't tell on Denzel. And did Birdman promise you things?
So much. Like what he promised Lil Wayne.
That was Allie alongside her adoptive mother, Shelly, speaking on some of the celebrities that she has came forward with. And we're going to pinpoint these as of right now. There are a lot more celebrities that Allie speaks of, and we'll talk about them too. But let's get into the affidavit, because the men that she just mentioned in the last clip I just played are in the affidavit of truth. Affidavit of truth. Done on 03/27/2024. RE1, Brian Christopher Williams, aka Birdman, aka Baby, date of birth 2/15/69. 2, Denzel Hayes Washington Jr. 3, Sean Love Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy. 4, Jaziel Amon Robinson, aka Young Jock. The Playboy Mansion party after held in Simi Valley on or around 2009-2010 while I was in foster care. I, Allison Leilani Carter, previously known as Blank, outlaw, attest under oath the following account of my and all my altar parts personal experiences to be true and accurate to the best of our knowledge regarding the Playboy Mansion after party attended by Birdman, Denzel, Diddy, and Young Jock. My date of birth is February 15th, 1994, and the party was on and or around. The full affidavit is not out, but I'm assuming she was going to say 2009 to 2010 because she stated it up above here in the first part of the affidavit, stating how old she was and where it happened, which was allegedly the Playboy Mansion, and it was an after party. Second page of affidavit. At this party, there were body cakes, which means that the kids would lie on a table and people would put food on them, and the party goers would eat off the naked kids. There were a lot of celebrities at this party. Once everyone was searched and inside, the DJ sounded the music and the lights flashed, signaling that everyone was in, and the doors were closed. This signaled that the could begin. The kids that had been bought at the party were bought to be party favors. Due to page 3 having so many triggers and trigger words, I'm just going to give my commentary while leaving the third page up. Feel free to read it at your own leisure. The full affidavit of Allie Carter is allegedly out, but I'm here to let you know that it still does not explain anything. All this affidavit that I see, the pages that are on Twitter and other places, is just describing a lot of the heinous things, a lot of the trauma that allegedly went down. So I just see pages of triggers instead of pages of a true affidavit that is explaining the truth of situations and a situation that happened. Case in point, the affidavit starts off of her stating that she went to a party at the Playboy Mansion and allegedly Denzel Washington, Diddy, Birdman, and others were there. Then we get to the point of these party goers or party favors and whatnot. And again, that is just describing the trauma. It's like getting information out there that everyone is going to share and that everyone is going to talk about, but there's no substance beginning, middle, and end to it, so that people truly know what happened and what went down and what they're going to fight for, if they're going to fight at all. I said it in part 1, I said it in part 2, and I will now say it in part 3. It is Allie's responsibility to make sure that the story is in chronological order. I'm assuming that things happened before she got to this mansion party. Meaning, if she had a pimp or if someone had her against her will or something like that, taking her to this party, that is being left out. So according to the affidavit of truth, it's kind of like poof. You look up, she's at this party with all of these big major celebrities and whatnot, but we have no idea how she got there. We have no idea who she was with. We have no idea how she got out of there. We have no idea if other people survived or not. We have no idea. All we have is the alleged trauma, something for people to run around and share and talk about and to go viral instead of the story itself going viral. If this was going to be subjected into the court as evidence or her being subpoenaed to testify, if it came down to all of that, how could this affidavit of truth even hold up when there are so many holes and so many things missing? You don't get to change your story later on. So if she was on the stand and prosecution started to go in on this affidavit, she doesn't get to change it. She doesn't get to say, oh, well, actually, how I got there was because this person and this person was pimping me or this and that. No, you should have put it in the affidavit, because how do we know now that this is true if everything in the affidavit is? Because that is not in the affidavit. How she got there, how she left, if somebody rescued her, if the police were called. We don't know anything. All we know is that there were alleged kids there and there were party favors on tables and all of this other stuff. We don't have any proof behind that. So since we don't, how could it be used? it would be easy for the defense to get it thrown out. Case in point, even inside of the affidavit, like I said before, she never stated that a pimp or a handler brought her to these parties and whatnot. I'm assuming it because she said it publicly on other platforms while being interviewed, and even on her own platforms. She has stated that. But again, when you are a whistleblower, when you are coming forward telling your truth, you do not get to hide names. You have to state everything you know, because if you don't say their names, then people are going to look at it as a sense of protection, that you are protecting them, because if you don't say their names, they're not going to be brought to justice. So her stating in the affidavit, a king of comedy who also wore a gold chain, say their name. She also states inside of the affidavit that she was screaming for her pimp or handler at the time. Say the pimp or handler's name. Why are you not saying these people's name when you make yourself look like you are a truth teller? You are out and open. You are being brave. And this is the whole point of the affidavit, is to bring these people into justice. You do not get to change it later. So just because she said things in interviews and on her own platform, it is not my responsibility, the prosecution's responsibility, nor the defense's responsibility to go and check the things that she said before and add them in with the affidavit. No, she should have added those things because they will use it against her. So they'll say, hey, in the affidavit, you started it off and it said this. But when we looked at you online and you did an interview about this situation, you stated that this and this and this happened. Now, it doesn't mean that she's lying. It just gives the prosecution, the defense, whoever, a reason to poke holes into her story to show the jury that the truth just may not be in her. I said it in part 1, I said it in part 2, and now I will say it in part 3. It is Allie Carter's responsibility to make sure that the timeline is chronological and from her point of view, because only she has been through these things. I cannot tell her story. So if she truly wants justice, this isn't the way of going about it. This affidavit came out once a lot of people started to question Allie's story. If you look at the date stated that it was at the beginning of the year, when the affidavit itself didn't even come out till around September. So I'm confused by that too. It's like, did you put all of this information together to try to get people off your backs because there are more naysayers than people that are willing to back you? Or is this your actual truth? Because if it is, then you should have took more time and made sure that the story was more structured, like she does when she goes online. Even if it takes you days, weeks, months, whatever, you take that time and you try to formulate a timeline of the things to the best of your knowledge and the best of your memory, so that people can understand where you are coming from instead of having so many questions. Because this affidavit is supposed to be an answer, and instead it's become just a gigantic question mark is what it has turned into. And I don't feel that that was the reason Allie wanted this information out there. She wanted to answer some things, not make matters worse. And that's all the affidavit did in my eyes. It did not help. And she's also been extremely quiet since the affidavit hit. Again, the affidavit hit the streets in September, around September 26th to be exact. And she went quiet as of October 7th. Again, I digress. Let's keep this moving. Allie, again, I don't feel is a liar. I do think that there is a lot of stuff that has not been explained. I do think that there's some things that she may not have been the most honest about, but I do think that there's truth to a lot of the things that she has said thus far. We played in part 2 that she was in a Kanye West video to show validity and credibility that she has been around a lot of these celebrities, including Will Smith. Let's check out this next clip.
Well, you know, I'm just working hard. I'm just working hard.
But you had an amazing summer. You are the star right now. What does that feel like?
Oh, well, you know, the Men in Black was huge and people really enjoyed it, and I had the music with it. You know, it just feels good to have everything come together like that.
So you see yourself, that was Allie on the red carpet. You see Will Smith, she's right behind him. He doesn't seem to know who she is, but he does have a different look on his face, a very questionable look on his face when he does turn around and see that she is behind him. So I would ask Allie to explain these type of people, like this woman that you see here that's standing in front of her. Is she a handler? Is she a pimp? Is she one of these people that she spoke of in the past, including in the affidavit? Or is this just a random woman that was there, or a publicist or something like that? So again, I do think that there is truth to a lot of these things that she is saying. I just think that they haven't been put in the best order so that we know exactly what's going on when she is speaking, instead of us trying to guess and figure things out on our own or place things that may not go together and whatnot. I think it's important for her to tell her own story instead of people trying to tell it for her. There are many other celebrities that Allie has brought to the forefront as well and pulled their heels down to the fire. Snoop Dogg being one of those people too. So she's discussed Akon and Diddy and Birdman and Beyonce and Jay-Z and so many other people. Why not add Snoop Dogg to the list? Let's get into that.
That Snoop Dogg, again, mentioned him in December of 2020, but everybody beat the hell out of me. Screw you, that can't be true. What the hell do I know, right? And then recently it just came out again that Snoop Dogg got accused of actually trafficking children. And what did everybody do? Ooh, Snoop Dogg is at the halftime. I'm going to the halftime. But we canceled Dr. Seuss and Jemima. And nobody mad. Nobody. Super Bowl had this. They were dripping down from the letters. The LVI. I know, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's go to the game. Make some hot wings. It's fine. It'll pass. It'll pass, right? It's a phase. It's just a phase. But oh no, tell somebody that plastic straws are coming back and throw a fit. Let a convict get arrested. Somebody put a knee on a convict's neck and it's over. Neck of a child. Crickets. Crickets. Nothing. Everything's fine.
It's not just black men, it's white men too. Let's get into the current president of the United States, Biden, because of course, Allie has met him as well. She states it in the next video and also says that her name should be coming up as well, like these other alleged family members that Biden sleeps in the bed with. She has been in Biden's bed too, allegedly. Let's get into it.
Up top, when he's sleeping with his 14-year-old nieces, cousins, family, other children, and possibly my name will come up soon. Hunter has a 9-inch dick. You want to keep going? I'm not gonna keep doing this though, because it comes out in my videos. That underground tunnel video that I just did is being edited right now. So here's the thing. We've had someone in our house. We're not stupid. And if we have cameras or mics or anything planned in the house, we're not stupid either. We've done that too. Just a normal day. But what I'm not going to do is I'll be damned if anybody gets to call me a liar and think that's going to be okay. Okay? Okay? All right? Now I'm going to let my mama start talking while I calm my ass down, and then I will get back to talking calmly.
Do you believe that Allie may have been in or around President Joe Biden's bed with other people, other teenagers, allegedly? I don't know. I would love to hear from you down in the comments below. Allie is definitely a Republican. She reports Donald Trump wholeheartedly, and it's not just because of his presidential status. It's also because of what he's done for sex trafficking and how he wants to bring people to justice for creating and doing these heinous crimes. Let's get into how Allie Carter feels about President Donald Trump.
Knows why they hate Trump. No one. Everybody just knows that everybody else does. It's a trend. Does anybody know that he's the only man doing something about human trafficking survivors? No president has ever touched it before. Does anybody know that he's provided more jobs for the black community than any president in history? Does anybody know that I don't give a shit, and it doesn't matter about anybody's tax-paying money, but do you know that he's actually brought up bodies, children that have been rescued? I've been posting in my story every day. Do you think that I would have posted something if I didn't know what I was talking about? I don't just run my mouth. That's why people want to kill me. No one knows why they hate Trump. No one. Everybody just knows that everybody else does. It's a trend. Does anybody know that he's the only man doing something about human trafficking survivors? No president has ever touched it before. Does anybody know that he's provided more jobs for the black community than any president in history? Does anybody know that I don't give a shit, and it doesn't matter about anybody's tax-paying money, but do you know that he's actually brought up bodies, children that have been rescued? I've been posting in my story every day. Do you think that I would have posted something if I didn't know what I was talking about? I don't just run my mouth. That's why people want to kill me. No.
Ali also speaks on Ava Baroni Combs, whom was allegedly adopted by Diddy years ago. Diddy and his sons came forward and stated that it was a joke, that it was not real. She was never adopted by Diddy, but ever since this viral video has been out there, people have been storming the streets looking for Ava, and Ali allegedly being one of those people. I am confused by her looking for Ava because she seems to know exactly what happens at these parties and what has happened to children that has been at these parties. So I feel like her guess would be better than anyone's, but let's get into it.
Swept right up under the rug. We all know that there's many other celebrities that he sold children to and played a part in those parties.
You know what? On a side note, where is the white girl? Where's the white girl that he adopted? Where is she?
I think her name is Ava Combs.
Where is she? They said, oh, the twins are staying with one of Kamora's friends, or Kim Porter, whoever. The son's been in New York and back and forth to LA. Where's the white girl that they was online bragging and proud that they saved her life and everything? Where is the white girl?
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Ava Baroni Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Can you please put that much energy in finding out where the kids are and why people are lying to you? That's the type of energy that deserves and demands people asking the questions, where the hell were the buses of kids? Y'all heard somebody from Diddy's neighborhood say there's buses that come in at 3 a.m. What kind of bus? What kind of bus? Who's driving the bus? What color was the bus? How many people seen these buses? And where did the children come from and where did they go?
Did the bus take the kids away, or did the kids just never leave?
Ava. Where's Ava? Everybody, can we do a campaign? Everybody, hashtag where's Ava? Right, where's Ava? Mass.
Side note, so again, Ali does speak on Ava Baroni Combs, which I am not surprised by. I think a lot of people want to know the welfare of Ava Baroni Combs, and we have an updated video coming out about her so that I could give people a little bit more clarity on that. But let's listen to Ali speak on these freak-off parties, what happens at them, and why, again, I feel that she knows better than anyone what happened and what is happening to Ava Baroni Combs. Let's get into it.
Parties, they're not freak-off parties. There's a lot that happens. There's life-size wheels that people attach children to and spin it and decide who's having in what way. There are so many things. There's body cakes, there's party favors, and I'm talking like, you know how you put up a little birthday bag, like when you go to a birthday party, and before you can leave, you can take one of those little birthday bags off the table, and then there's toys and like all this stuff for coming to the party. Yeah, instead of that, there's children. They call them party favors. How do you think the kids are doing? You hear the adults saying that they were on liquid IVs after the parties. You hear how many toys they pulled out of his house? I told y'all how many times that the Playboy is connected to houses. The tunnels connect to homes that connect to really big places, especially the Playboy. A lot of you guys are starting to hear that now. These freak off.
In the next clip, you're going to hear Allie get more into detail about a lot of these other celebrities, including John Travolta. I want to know in the comments below, do you think that she has been in interaction with all of these people? And if so, why are they not inside of the affidavit? That I do not understand. If all of these things have happened and a lot of the things that are being displayed throughout this video were all prior to the affidavit coming out, and she started writing the affidavit in around March. So why not add these people, the John Travoltas, the Snoop Doggs, the President Joe Biden's? Why aren't these people added in there? Even Joe Biden's son, if she has alleged discrete and distinctive details about his body and body parts, and certain people have moles as birthmarks and all of this, but none of that is inside of the affidavit. So I am definitely questioning and side-eyeing that as well. But again, I do believe that there is a lot of truth to the things that she may be saying. I just don't know now if they're her stories or stories that she's heard or other sex worker stories. I have no idea, but you let me know what you think, okay?
Hi. So much has happened. So much has happened. Right now we're trying to get to some angels. We can't be with them for long. Jesus, please cover everybody on this conversation, in these cars and everywhere. In Jesus' name, amen. We have had so much happen. Yesterday was so much that I don't even know where to start. I think I'm dehydrated from crying so much. My head feels like a magnet. If you've ever tried to take a very strong magnet and try to connect it with another magnet, and that one just, that's how my head feels. Thank you guys for the sweet comments. There's nothing special. I just had a bath and I washed my face, and we're on our way to finish up some stuff with filming. So this is how I look when I wash my face and I actually pull the naps out of my hair. My mom looks something surprising too. My mom says all the time we set the bar really low. She sets the bar low so that way she don't do much. We had a shower and we had to go do some professional filming. And I need you guys to pray for every angel that is involved, every angel that is doing this. I need you guys to pray right now for everything that's going on. You guys don't know, we were somewhere yesterday, day before yesterday. My days are all messed up. We were somewhere and the angels were with us, thank God. I got up to move because I got really sick, really sick, and something didn't feel right. And my mom stayed with some more angels down another way. So 2 angels went with me. We've been getting threats that somebody was going to drop us where we stood. We've been getting threats that somebody was going to drop our programming where we stood. We stood next to a woman that hit us and dropped her where she stood. Her head smacked the floor. The paramedics had to come out. Me and the angels, we helped her get her baby to the dad. It was a lot. It was a lot, but you guys don't understand that. And I can't explain a lot to you right now. There's just so much going on. There's so much going on that a lot of people are like, well, I feel like they're not saying much now. I feel like I'm not understanding much now. I feel like they're not saying much because we have so much that there's nowhere to start. Like, I literally don't know where to start. These angels have seen some shit since their feet hit the ground. They have seen some shit. Since the lives we made a few days ago, and saying that the angels had got here to us, we met up with them. There's been non-stop shit. Thank God one of the angels have a very strong medical background. So that lady, I mean, pray for her. But you don't understand, she smacked her head on that cement so hard, and it was meant for me. And I'm not trying to sound cocky or arrogant, like, oh my God, it was meant for me. It's not fun. It's not like, yo, yay, that was meant for me. Like, that's not fun.
Somebody threw witchcraft and it missed Allie.
It hit somebody else. And when we tell you guys to watch some shows, some Jessica Jones shit, since the angels' feet hit the ground, they've seen some Jessica Jones shit. There's one angel that's sitting right here that has seen some shit that I don't even know how to explain. I'm sure they don't either. But they're still here. They haven't ran. They haven't budged. They're not going nowhere. Every single day that shit shocks me.
Well, they tie you up, so they really can't go anywhere.
We're kidding. She's fucking kidding. Don't start that shit. You know how that shit goes. We're gonna stare.
Just kidding. Don't get crazy.
We would tell them to speak and let you know that they're fine, but they're laughing, so they're fine. They really want to be here. You guys don't even understand. And I know you're like, well, fucking tell us. We're trying to. We're fucking trying to. And every time we try to, something happens. There's some people who are like, I don't understand. Somebody said you were down. Somebody said, yeah, I have been scraped. Somebody had to scrape my ass. Oh my God.
Ellie, yeah, we haven't had a bad day like that for quite a few years.
I felt like I wanted to bang my head against the wall.
Was activated. Like, there's just a ton of shit.
Literally. You don't even know how much I literally just fucking, hey. I feel like sometimes you can be held hostage in your own head. And that's a scary place to be for a lot of people. The memories won't stop flooding. The extra shit won't stop happening. The things that we trying to get done, we just can't get done. There is no money involved in what is about to happen. These are angels that are doing what's right, priceless, what's right because it's right to do. I washed my face, and there is a professional makeup artist that is about to put makeup on me, and I'm about to cry that shit off probably about several times over and ruin their work. So just so we're clear, if you see me in makeup in just a little bit, it's about to get cried off like several thousand times over. And I already am sorry in advance and thank that angel in advance. But they just jump out. I swear, it's about to just come off. Let's just fucking cry it off. Memories won't stop. PTSD won't stop. I feel like my mind is gonna break, and it can't break anymore. I don't think that's possible.
You're stupid.
I don't fucking think that's possible. Watch when you find out how much. It's already broken. I'm already broken.
It should scare every black cat when the memories start flooding. Because we got more than enough information, and we're going to have more.
The memories won't stop. That's my problem right now. The memories won't stop. Getting ready for this whole entire situation has been a lot to just be in my own head. You know when people want to commit suicide and people are like, I don't know what's wrong with them, I don't know why their character's out of whack, like, I don't know why they would do something like that, they were living their life just fine. Again, demons can jump on you in a way that will make you lose your shit. I'm trying. And I feel like when we release everything to the world, I know that I'll never be the same because I never thought we would do this shit and I don't know how. My memories are eating my ass alive. You don't understand. You don't understand. And there's people who have been like intimidated by me. I'm like, you're intimidated by me? I literally try every day not to rock in the fucking corner. I'm nobody special. I'm literally trying my best to function right now. You have no idea. Healing sucks more than hurting. It really, really does. My enemies want to knock me down, and you're doing that. Trust me. So if you needed that pat on the back, you're doing that. But sorry to burst that bubble. I'm still standing. I'm gonna get back up. Shit does hurt though. I'm not gonna sit here and play with you guys and act like shit doesn't hurt. You have so many people praying for you right now. We do. We have so many people that love us. We have so many people who actually give a fuck about what's about to happen. There's people who have actually stopped and dropped their lives to be here. We have people on our team, and we never even had a team. And it's not about money. It's not about sex. There's no benefit. And you guys are there for so many more people. That's the only thing that matters. Is that you guys are literally exist for other people. I don't even know if after what everybody sees if they'll even make a choice or if it's just gonna get swept back under the rug. I know a lot of people are gonna be loud though. Those people that have been fighting, those people that have been standing out on corners, those people that have been making signs and bracelets, praying, stopping and getting down on their knees and praying. When we ask for people to just pray, we don't ask for money, we just ask for people to just pray and get outside. This shit is hard. Nothing is ever easy though, so there's that. This shit is hard. So we will be live again later, I think. But please pray for security. Please pray for no confusion. Please pray for things to run so smooth. And there's no way for it to run so smooth. Just please pray for miracles right now. For every angel, please pray for their safety, their sanity. Just please pray. everybody. Father God, we thank you for this day and this time. I thank you that you still allow us to fight through the most darkest times, Jesus. Please put a hedge of protection and encamp your angels over everybody's car and over the houses. Father God, please help this run smoothly. Please help things get done the way they need to get done and in the purpose that it needs to go for people to know the truth. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. We'll talk to you.
Thank you all for watching part 3. I hope you enjoyed. Allie Carter has not been on social media, on her social medias, but I am gaining word that she has been visiting other people's platforms. So I can't pull the jury in and say that she is not missing, because she very so much could be, or she could just be taking a break. A lot of this stuff is triggering and mentally exhausting. So Allie could just be, hanging out, chilling with her family and trying to get away from this type of stuff for a while. Or she could be caught, the jig could be up. She thought the affidavit would make her the truth teller that she feels like she is in her mind, so that the naysayers and people that don't believe her can stop, doing what they have been doing. And I really hope that that's not the case. I hope that she's just getting some rest. I hope she's all right. Say a little prayer for Allie. Until the next video, I love you all. See you on part 4. Bye.